Yeah, hype. Yee! RP to the Mac, DRE.
Sure, look cool.
Yes, sir. Big ass Batman sign. Yeah. He's like, I can do it.
What up? This your boy Tim.
And Bronson.
And this is Myndframe,
the podcast. What up,
yes.
friends? How you doing?
This is a quick little podcast show where we get into the inner circles or inner workings of our brain as we kind of discuss and break down topics and ideas and entertainment. It's really just me and my boy here. We just discuss some of the best things we can talk about and deliver them to y'all. The
likes,
people.
Dislikes, whatever we can
All
think
you
of.
can think of. So, what we normally do, as y'all know if y'all been following us, is we get into a quick game called Brainstorming. That's where we
pick from a bunch of questions.
Yes.
I pick a question. I answer it. My brother Tim picks one. He answers it. And we kind of get, our brains going for the show. So, with that,
it's a really quick, trivial type of game. So it helps us get quick-witted and get our brain up and functioning. So let's get right into it.
As quick as you want to pull first? You want me to pull first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull first.
Oh shit, it's stuck.
Fucking
Fucking up the set.
Let's go.
Dipset. Free Santana.
Now, I've never seen these questions.
Let's see what he got today.
Who would you like to see play Shaft?
Nice. Shaft's one of my favorite movies, so I'm excited for this one. I know you got a good one for me. Yeah, wherever you want to put it. That's what she said.
Okay.
Who would you have play Shaft?
So I have two answers to this. I have who I would like to see do a TV series for Shaft, produced by HBO, which would be dope, and who I think could do it in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who you got?
So, for the TV series Shaft, I'm gonna have to go with Yahya Abdul Mateen, who played Black Manta in Aquaman.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see him playing that TV series.
Yeah, I was about to say
70s feel.
Yeah.
He's a dope actor. He's been growing on me. But for the movie, and this is just a great somebody I want to see just do some great acting in it, and can also kind of be funny, and it's a different look. You won't believe what I'm going.
I'm getting hyped up. Who is it?
Jamie Foxx, man.
Ooh, shit, Jamie
Foxx to go ahead and deliver with the blaxploitation Shaft type flick.
So you'd have it back in the day.
Yeah. So if I was to
not like the Sam Jackson,
put him in the movie, it would be the TV series would be more followed in today, like conspiracies and stuff. And he's kind of like an agent, but he's just kind of out of time. He still kind of has sideburns. But in the movie, I'm gonna throw it all the way back to retro 70s blaxploitation, especially with the success of Black Dynamite and like the whole black independent filmmaking of the 70s and 60s. I think it'll be dope, and somebody like Jamie Foxx can really give us that bang.
Would you have one of my favorite bad guys ever make an appearance in the movie and/or TV show, Peoples Hernandez? Who would you have play Peoples Hernandez?
I don't know his name, but if I'm doing a redo of Peoples Hernandez, it's the guy from Hamilton. The dude with the freckles.
Oh, Anthony something, yeah.
I can look
his son, who plays like his son or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in She's Gotta Have It.
He would definitely have to play Peoples Hernandez just because he has so much character, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen him with any facial hair. He usually got that frog face, but yeah, I could see him. He'd be dope. He'd be super dope, actually.
I think he'd be a dope.
So you say that's for the TV show? Or the movie.
Okay. No. That was for the TV show.
Because both those characters would be younger.
It's kind of like early stages of them. He's kind of in the early
on the come up.
Yeah, on the come up. And what's his name is doing this thing?
Copious motherfucker. The seatbelt in the back of the bus was broke.
His name is Anthony Ramos.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos. He's dope.
He's great.
He's in this movie with what's his name? Denzel Washington's son. It's like Monsters or something like that.
Monsters and Cops or something.
Monsters and Men.
Yeah.
That movie's pretty dope. It's got some misses here.
Is that like Mice and Men?
There's not. It's just it's like Crash kind of.
Okay.
But it's dealing with a lot of prevalent stuff about police killing somebody that maybe didn't deserve to die, but you see it from the bad guy, the cop, the good. Well, there's no bad guy, but you see it from everything. But yeah. So who would your movie Shaft be?
My movie Shaft is Jamie Foxx.
My bad.
The villain would probably
Peoples
have
Hernandez.
to be the dude who played Gustav Fring in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
He was also.
I'm still on season 1 or 2.
Oh, he's
Breaking
also
Bad.
in. Did you watch The Boys?
Yeah, I watched The Boys. Yeah.
You know the head boss and the bad guy, like in that black. He's like Puerto Rican, or you don't know what he is. Here, I'll pull him up.
You know who I'm also getting? Have you seen that movie?
Have you seen Fresh?
I have not seen. I've started it. You've told me to watch it plenty of times. There's that show with the Donna Meagle from Parks and Rec. She's in that new show where that bad guy.
Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo.
I gotta see.
I'll show you right here. This dude.
Oh yeah, from motherfucking Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, Do the Right Thing. Yeah, I have to have him in the movie against Jamie Foxx. Heavy hitters. That's my question.
Dope.
That's mine.
I'm all right. That's a great way to start off. Shaft.
That was a little. Hold on, quick little shake. It rattled me because I thought we was really about to do a Shaft shit.
Yeah, I want to show you this.
Speaking of Do the Right Thing, I see the shirt you got on, my boy.
Yeah, I got this. This is in honor for our film battle coming up here. This is kind of. I don't want to say the movie
Not
yet.
Bad, Nicholas.
Not bad.
Not bad, Nick.
What is the name? Good Girl.
I got Batman on because, as you know, I'm the Dark Knight. You know, you gotta have Bruce Wayne dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's who I aspire to be.
Good Girls is the show I'm thinking of, and this would be the guy.
Good Girls.
I'd have play Peoples Hernandez. Also, your picks are great too, but for the TV show,
Manny Montana.
he's pretty good in the show.
Okay, I never heard of him.
I haven't until now. The ladies like him.
That'd be dope.
All right, my questions. That was good.
Yeah. You got my answers.
All great answers, by the way. This is a pretty good one. Would you rather have grown up in Atlanta in 2002 or the Bay in 2006?
Nigga, hyphy. I'm glad I don't got that question. 'Cause that's hard. Hold on, one more time. Atlanta in 2002.
Crunk is
That's
getting
the Reign of Crunk.
The Reign of Crunk.
Sierra was dropping goodies.
And then 2006 is peakish hyphy movement era.
Yeah, that was just like but John had that. John had his stamp in that. I can't say it ain't my question.
Yeah, so what I would say, this is a very tough one because to say crunk music wasn't running shit in the early 2000s would be a goddamn lie. I don't know how many people RIP lost their lives to Little John music in the club.
I remember hitting them clubs up, and as soon as they start saying, "Where the East Side at?" and then it starts going, hit South Side, West Side. It turns to Suwoo, Code Red, and then it turns to guns.
No, there was time for me to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll go talk to a little female. There
at them parties be so beautiful.
You know how you knew those parties. You know how I knew those parties would be dope.
What?
You know how you knew those parties would be dope?
Yeah. Why?
The smellier it got, the more dope it was. If that shit wasn't humming, I'm gone.
The hotter it was and the darker it is, the dopest it is. You go to them little hood parties when all the lights is cut out.
The stankier it was, because that means everyone was sweating, getting nasty. Shirts was musky nice. Yeah.
Musky. That shit was real.
And then
them tall tees be sweaty from here all the way down to here.
Those 3 for $20 at.
Man, I used to rock that. Get my Umbros. I couldn't afford Pumas, so I used to get my Umbros or whatever you called them.
Man, that was a good time.
$27. I'm the flyest nigga in the park.
I had a car at that time. I was definitely bumping Lil Jon. I was definitely not even gonna front bumping Pitbull because I thought I was him for a quick minute. But nah,
Pitbull went hard though. Don't sleep.
He did. Even Pitt, he could spit. He's grabbing the bag, so I'm not mad at him. But if I had to absolutely pick, if there's a gun to my head, which I hope there wouldn't be, it'd have to be the Bay in 2000 motherfucking.
Well, you gotta explain why. I know why you would pick the Bay. I know why you.
I love the Bay. I always tell myself, if I wasn't from here, if I wasn't from my daddy's nutsack and my mama's womb, I definitely would have came out the Bay somewhere. Just because I just love everything. I love everything about it. It was just like crazy clothing, just like Atlanta, but it was colorful clothing, the way to dress. Like it was very playerish, pimpish. It was very standoutish. It was all about partying, females. Yes, there would be some mob music. You know, you have your functional mob music, but it just had everything you needed. It was a good fucking time.
Man, that takes me back.
E40, 18.
Keep the sneak. I remember my get up report card. I used to walk around.
That was my shit. But you remember when 18 Dummy would come on?
I go 18 Dummy. Here we go. We go 18. Nigga.
I love that shit.
That was my shit too.
So it definitely have to be the Bay in 06 just because that.
Because you had a scraper?
My shit was scraping because I'd have 8 motherfuckers parked in that car sneaking into Club 1 or Club Level.
Yeah. You would have probably been the G-Eazy before G-Eazy had to happen.
Yeah, and I didn't like Jeezy at first. I didn't like that first song he came out with, but after that, I was like, oh, he's from the Bay. He's pretty cool. But
yeah, he's a slick nigga, and I've seen you drunk, and I've seen you with leather coats on, and you get very, very too shortish when you get to talking to a bitch.
Always.
Very player Mackish E40. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes,
I seen this nigga talk to an essay that had a Sutra essay tatted on his head in Vegas. Like, hey, listen, partner, let me talk to you for a quick minute. And this and this. And I'm thinking this beat. I'm like, what's going on?
It was Mac and the Crack.
This nigga over here, Mac and made a connect to, someplace in Nevada, New Mexico.
I think it was Texas. I think it was Texas.
Oh, had some
Texas
connections.
boy.
He goes, nah, they fuck with me. I'm going to show you why. I said, this nigga's a magician.
Couldn't tell me shit.
A magician when he drunk in the fingers. So, Bay Area, I see it.
Yeah, so yeah, mine would be Bay Area. And that, my friends, was installment Brainstorming.
So we just got to loosen up, and we got that out the way.
That was a good one. I like both questions.
Yeah.
Those were both heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters.
Now, are you ready to move on to one of our main events?
And what would that be?
This is something we started last week, and we're going to continue it. The versus battles are very big right now.
Very big.
Comparing people is very big, as always, especially if they're famous. So we decided... And we've seen some memes popping around ever since we did our shit first. We did it first. I'm not saying the guy from us, but we did it first.
We did it first.
But we're going to do another film battle against two titans of the industry.
Ooh, titans, comedic titans at that.
You have the whole sphere of comedy. They're at both ends, but they're both masters at what they do. You have one who arguably is the greatest stand-up comedian of all time. And then you have one who is arguably the greatest comedic actor of all time. So do you want to explain what we're doing? Who's got what? Or
yes. Excuse me. Medicine.
Do what you have to do while you
So
do
we're doing top 5 comedic actors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Eddie Murphy
Yes,
versus Jim motherfucking Carrey.
Smoking. This is a good one right here. Wait, before we get started, you got all your information logged up?
Let's see here.
Because what I'm going to be doing is I have my notes, just so I know we had a little issue last time. I want to make sure you know exactly what I'm doing. I got my notes, but I'm also going to pull the movie up as well.
Yeah.
And you can do that from there? You got the internet cracking?
Yeah, I got the internet up on here. But no, I got my list here.
So who started off last time? Do you remember?
You did.
I did. So you want to start off this time?
I'll start off first.
I think your number 5 is going to help me with my number 5.
Okay, so my number 5.
What you got, homie?
For starters, is... Well, before I even say
look, there you go, talking
again.
again.
Was so iconic when it came out. This gave us Eddie motherfucking Murphy like no other.
Okay.
We got to get, in 1996, he introduced us to the Clumps.
Oh,
so I'm going with The Nutty Professor. It's one of my top 5 Eddie Murphy movies. Starring the Entanglement's own.
Oh, shit, Jada? Yeah.
Young Jada.
A.K.A. Woo. No, you didn't.
Young Jada. You also got Dave Chappelle. You got Larry Miller. Dave Chappelle with
Is this all the Clumps? My bad, or just is it all?
No. I didn't even get into that. I didn't even get into that. Those are just other people in the movie. The reason why I like the Clumps is because every motherfucking body in the Clumps is played by Eddie Murphy. We seen him do this before, yes, but not like this. Who was the Eddie Frank Baker? Rick Baker.
Eric Snow?
No, Rick Baker, who did the makeup, also did
great job.
Big Mama's House, all that stuff. Norbit, great movie as well. But he did such a great job with giving us the fat Clumps. It was hilarious. The scenario, the plot was crazy. Like, this dude who's a smart professor has this low self-esteem, but has this ability to come up with this potion that he believes can help, fat people or people who are overweight. And he's so passionate about this, he achieves this goal.
Are you breaking down Nutty Professor like people ain't seen that movie? People seen Nutty Professor.
Yeah, what am I doing?
No, but explain why you like it. That's why I want to hear. I want to hear your
I like it because we get to see the Clumps. We get to see a fat Eddie Murphy and him play so many characters and pull it off so smooth. And we get to get the smooth Motherfucking, what's his alter ego's name? Buddy Love.
Buddy Love, yeah.
We get Buddy Love.
Hercules.
So that's why it's number 5 for me, because it's a classic. As soon as it's on, I'm gonna watch it. And
Damn,
wherever it's at, I'm
right
gonna continue watching it.
Man, and you get Dave Chappelle. I heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks.
Yeah. He said, take that pile of shit out of your head.
Eddie really showed out. I feel like,
and he put them on, like you know, because Dave Chappelle coming from Def Jam, like he kind of helped put them on.
well, Eddie's put on a lot of people.
Eddie's been looking out for people in a big way.
I feel like that is like one of my other Jim Carrey movies, which I'll name, but I feel like you get Eddie at his best because you see how funny he can be in different characters, how talented he is.
Directed by Tom Shadyac. Sorry, Tom Shadyac, who also he was what movie did he direct? Oh yeah, Ace Ventura. So that's a little fun fact.
Another heavy hitter.
Yeah, so that's why I fuck with him.
Damn, so that's your number 5?
That's my number 5.
I love that movie. I can't front. That's another VHS special I had. The other ones were good, but that first one was unfuckwittable. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god, that was a good pick.
The second one was good too, with Janet.
Second one was good, but that first one was. Oh, I love that shit. But all right, damn.
Man,
so
Eddie Professor.
do you feel like that's one of Eddie's best acting movies? Because he got to show how multifaceted he is.
Yeah, we've seen it before, but I think with this one,
he showed out.
We got to see more emotional him range, because even when he did his earlier movies with him playing multiple characters, like we got to actually see him base himself in a character with a bunch of makeup on and show some acting range. So I fell for it. And the score for the movie was amazing. That shit was good.
Well, you said
it was a good romantic movie, a great romantic comedy movie.
Acting at his finest.
I seen the second one in Cali with my pops.
Shout out to Pops. But you said that's one of his best acting movies?
That's one of my favorite times.
So my number 5, I was going to go with Fun with Dick and Jane just because that's a funny movie. But I was like, I don't.
You can't keep throwing out, because I was going to say, you can't throw names out so they know where you was at.
Don't be mad,
because I have some names I can throw
out. All right,
out.
Well, now you know you could do it. I just had to get that one. That's just a funny-ass movie. But
is.
my number 5, he got a Golden Globe for this. Jim Carrey. I got Jim Carrey. This is another one where he acted his motherfucking ass off, and that's Man on the Moon. That's where Jim Carrey played the legendary comedian Andy Kaufman. The funny thing about this, not the funny thing, but the crazy thing about this is he was in character even when they said cut. All on set, he's in character. They even brought his family in to talk to him as Andy Kaufman. So this shit, Andy Kaufman was before my era. I remember watching this at my dad's house a long time ago. Then I rewatched it a couple years ago. Then I rewatched the documentary, which I think was on Hulu. So I think that just showed Jim Carrey that he can actually act. I say this all the time. Stand-up comedians can be funny, obviously, but they also play serious. Then a serious actor could play funny. If that makes sense. You get what I did there?
Yeah.
So
I always believe most comedic actors are great in serious roles and horror roles and directing.
Yeah, and again, Mike Epps, he's known being funny, goofy, but a lot of them, like, I forgot what the fuck that movie was in. He's got that serious acting.
Yeah, he played that kind of slick pimp.
So that's my number 5, Man on the Moon. Now, is it my favorite? No, but it's honestly it's a heavy hitter when you look at Jim Carrey taking his acting to the next level. So that's my number 5. So we can break it down right now. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen Man on the Moon. I didn't know Andy Kaufman, so I agree with you. That was behind my time, but look before my time. But the movie didn't do it for me. It was kind of dull. His acting was superb, but it didn't do that.
Just say you're not cultured. Just say you weren't cultured. You didn't respect it at the time.
I do. Everything you even told me when you first told me about it, you're like, yeah, I saw this documentary. Did you know? And all that shit.
It's a good.
I was like, damn, that's interesting, because I can believe it. Like, it's not shocking that Jim Carrey can do that. So that's why it's not like, it's not. To me, it's not out of his realm.
Well, that was my number 5, just to put it in there, because I feel like if I made a Jim Carrey top 5 and that wasn't in there.
As far as well-rounded, I can
so that's what that was. But if we're being honest,
speaking of well-rounded, Nutty Professor had all that. I mean, let's just talk about the waistline.
Well, it did. It was dope. That was my thing. But I'm being honest. If I have to watch a movie over and over again, it's gonna be Nutty Professor. I'll give round 5.
Nutty Professor.
I'm gonna give to you.
Appreciate it, brother. You know, it's okay. So
Yeah.
you can have differences, and we agree. We both like all these movies.
I love Nutty Professor.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day.
So my number. So I start number 4. That's okay. Yeah. So my number 4 is the Jim Carrey we've at the time wanted to see. Now we've got Jim Carrey, you know, killing the PG and PG-13 roles like a motherfucker. But the movie, this shit was so fucking wild. I'm just gonna say it. My number 4 pick for film battle, movie battle, is Me, Myself, and Irene. Goddamn. I'm gonna repeat that one more time in case you could hear. Was Me, Myself, and Irene. We got Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey's best when he can do multiple roles, just like Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And we got to see a rated R Jim Carrey. His motherfucking kids in that movie. You had Anthony Anderson. You had the dude with the fat dude with no ass that fell through the pothole and
Teddy Ray.
I tell you,
shout out to
Jared Mixon.
Yeah, big dude. I know.
You had Rosé Zellweger.
The new guy, right? The new guy.
I don't even know, but you had Rosé Zellweger.
Oh shit! Black Lives Matter.
That was close.
Said something that got you in trouble.
Rosé Zellweger with her old face. That's what I was trying to say.
You see how she looks now?
Yeah, she looks like a garden shovel. I
don't like it, man. I'm so mad. I kind of like the last bit of squinty hair, like. And Whitey.
Yeah. Now she got that.
She got Whitey in there.
She got that outfielder mitt glove face. It's all flat. No nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. She looks like if they ever did Fox and the Hound, the movie, she would play the one who took in the fox.
I'm a hound dog. Arr.
That movie was sad, man.
That's another. We might have to do Disney movies too.
Classic Disney movies.
What was it? What was that on SNL? Ooh. It was that. Claymation guy, was it Mr. Bob? And he'd always get like stepped on. He's like, oh no, you know what I'm talking about? This was like during the Eddie Murphy times. That's what we say now. What it looks like. All right, like
my time.
Jack from Jack in the Box, kind of like that.
Okay.
She got that white, squinty, pointy. But yeah, so I got Me, Myself, and Irene. It was funny. It was rated R. You got to see Jim Carrey in a whole different light.
Jim Carrey
was a damn fool. And no, you straight. Okay. But yeah, so my number 5 is Me, Myself, and Irene. That was a movie.
That's your number 4.
My number 4, I'm sorry, came out in the early 2000s. So I was what? Shit, 7th grade, 6th grade, and you got to see that like that young, like oh shit,
was
a whole new
were we that young when that came out?
Well, 2002 we were freshmen, so 2001, 7th, 8th grade, 2000, yeah. So we were in 7th grade, 6th grade.
Oh yeah, we were. Yeah, I remember when that movie came out.
I love that. That movie's crazy. So that's my number 4.
Shit. I hate to compare this with it because I love that movie.
What do you got? What's your number 4?
I got a good little movie came out in the 80s of a young, tough Detroit cop by the name of Axel Foley. My favorite movie going into number 4 is Beverly Hills Cop 1.
Which I think they still need to flip that motherfucking beat. And make a dope song for me.
That's all I really need to say to compare it to. I mean, y'all know Beverly Hills Cop.
I just seen
Foley,
that not that long
a
ago.
street tough, slick talking cop who goes to Beverly Hills to try to see what's happening with his partner. Who something happened, so he goes out there to see what's happening to his friend. Finds out there's some shit going on. He he ends up having like a debacle with the Beverly Hills Police Department. And amidst that debacle, ends up teaming with some of these detectives to help bring down a drug criminal, all in a state and city that he has no jurisdiction in. And he's a badass, slick talking motherfucker.
That's
the
a
whole
dope
way
ass
through.
movie.
The Detroit Lions jacket is iconic. That's
Big Sean should flip that because that'd be dope.
They can really redo that movie and just do that series, even with Chadwick Boseman or somebody slick like that. I mean, I can't see. He's not really that slick, funny like that. Like, damn, who would play?
Maybe I got one for you. So you know how he came from Detroit, right?
Right.
But you do a South version. You have Carlos Miller.
Comedian CP, I think.
Yeah, he's from Detroit. But
Comedian CP.
You have Carlos Miller coming from Mississippi to California. I think that'd be a dope little culture shot.
Culture shot.
He got some dope Impalas too, by the way. But yeah. So
I got Beverly Hills Cop, 1984, Judge Reinhold. Just such a great movie. And this is Eddie Murphy. We're getting the action Eddie. He's funny.
bag.
He's funny because he's always full of shit. But we're actually getting action Eddie. Like this motherfucker's over here, bow, bow, line the motherfuckers, looking at all the white women. he observed social injustice. Oh, and one of the bad guys' henchmen was Mike from Breaking Bad, another Breaking Bad reference.
It's been here twice. So, damn. So who we got coming out for number 4, round 4? Damn.
This is tough to me.
It is real tough.
I'm gonna tell you why it is tough to me, Bronson.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because Me, Myself, and Irene brought me back to Jim Carrey, but he gradually, I grew to the age
as
that rated R
movie. Yeah. I see what you're trying to say.
It helped lift me from where
childhood to young manhood,
and I accepted it.
Yeah,
like a lot. So
when he was pissing in the morning the next day,
I got that after I started busting nuts and realizing, oh shit, this shit dries up. I was like, oh, that's just pissing everywhere, crazy shit. And Alter Ego, it was great.
And why it's hard for me is because I honestly, Beverly Hills Cop is one of my favorite Eddie Murphy. So we can call this a draw for two different. It's just hard to compare those two.
Yeah.
Draw it.
Because the playback ability on both of them, if either one of those are on, I'm watching them. Either one of them are on, I'm watching.
The only thing I'll give Me, Myself, and Irene is I honestly don't see another comedian that could, if they redid that'd be hard to see somebody else.
There is no comedian now that can do something like that.
It'd be fun to see someone do Beverly Hills Cop, but I don't know if I could see anyone doing what Jim Carrey did right there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I think
know.
I got a contact.
Maybe Kevin Hart. I can't think of anybody that has that much facial.
Not
Jay
Kevin
Farrell's just not that good of an actor yet.
Yeah,
he's a performer.
That'd be a fun thing to think about. Who could do me?
Eddie would have to be the closest. Robin Williams, but he's gone too.
Yeah, I don't even know. So we're gonna call that a draw.
That's a draw.
All right. So going into round 3. There you go. I like that. So going into round 3, we have Eddie Murphy up 1, a draw, and Jim Carrey still yet to have a point on the board.
Yeah.
So what you got going into round 3?
I'm gonna switch it back up here for round 3. It is my go, right? Because I went first.
Tell you when to go.
So round 3. I thought I'd do, because the reason why this is on my top 3 is because every time it's on BET or wherever, I watch it.
Okay.
I always felt like I was this slick and smooth growing up. This is who I thought I was. And that's none other than Eddie Murphy's Boomerang. The slick, sly business executive, ad executive, starring Robin Givens, a Halle Berry, a Martin Lawrence,
legend,
and David Allen Greer.
Funny,
with
super legend.
R.I.P. Pops John Witherspoon in there.
Bang, bang, bang.
It's such a classic.
Heavy hitters.
It's such a classic romance comedy, but it's more on like all the things you've done to me, it comes back to bite you in the ass. So you can't be this person forever, because whatever you do comes back around. Boomerang. And it's a classic.
I love what you got to see Eddie Murphy being the head business, being the head of the business, and
it's an
you got to see black
business,
people in different
work. Chris Rock is in there with his cameo.
Yeah, that's a funny movie. Have you seen the was it the TV show remake they did of Boomerang?
They did a TV series?
I think it was on BET, or I think maybe Lena Waithe had something to do with it. I don't know, but I know they redid it.
There's a classic line with Marcus, darling. That was Eartha Kitt, who was Catwoman from the TV series Batman, if you don't know.
She was in Harlem Nights too, right?
Eartha Kitt wasn't in Harlem Nights. That was
My bad. You know what I'm talking about, though. The old lady. So, hey, it's okay, man. You're still one of the smartest movie people I know. We easily could have checked on IMDb. But
Della Reese.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. Y'all see me not typing?
Like Della Reese. There you go.
I was getting rid of Della Reese.
But it's just how you did that voice that reminded me of both.
I was disappointed in myself.
But you done good. Yeah. Boomerang, classic.
So I'm going with Boomerang, Marcus Graham. It's a great romantic comedy. It takes you for a long ride, and then it comes back on like
this podcast.
All the karma came back on them, all to have a good happy ending with love and the simplest way. Great movie. Halle Berry's sexy. Martin's hilarious.
Yes. Fuck Robin Givens though. She fucked up Mike Tyson's life.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt smashed too. So.
Yeah. You heard Brad Pitt is related to Obama? They're
like ninth cousins.
Yeah. I heard that from
on Myndframes on the same way.
Yeah.
All right. So that was your number 3. God bless you. God bless you.
That's who I got. Boomerang.
That's dope. You know what? I think what you should, since that was your pick, maybe you watch the remake and can compare the two and do a review on that.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
will.
dope.
I'll definitely check that out. I should put that in my
So
notes now.
my number 3 is, I think, was ahead of its time. Was it the funniest Jim Carrey movie? Maybe not. Showed him doing great acting, yes. But again, ahead of his time. And that movie, my friends, one of Jim Carrey's highest ranked movies on IMDb.
Oh, shit.
The Truman Show.
Oh!
Basically how we're living life right now. Cameras everywhere.
Yes.
The reason why I love this, again...
Damn, that movie scared me.
It was scary. You actually feel bad for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And you kind of see, like, that's how things are nowadays. Everything's getting videotaped whether you like it or not. And I just, again, it was super ahead of its time.
Ed Harris?
Ed Harris, as, you know, again, he plays a good bad guy-ish. Another dope Ed Harris movie, The Rock. But, yeah, so that's my, if you haven't, I'm not going to fucking explain it. Basically, he's a baby. They build a whole world around him. Kind of like what they did with Michael Jackson and them. Built a whole world around him. And then you see him grow up. And then he finally starts to catch on. And so that's my pick.
So it's pretty much the first reality show of the Kardashians. Like, seeing these people just grow up and they spent all this money and budget behind making everything fake.
And then you got all these people trying
Shout out to the prison reform.
tell him, oh, it's fake, and coming back, and like that's like the woke people nowadays, the ones trying to help him out. So that was my pick. It's got watchability, rewatchability.
Damn.
So going into round 3, we have it. What do you got for this one? They're both classic movies in their own right.
But on this one, I'm going. I'm gonna have to be honest with myself, just because this is a classic and it's a niche for me. Boomerang. When it comes to overall performance and a story that was shocking to me, Boomerang wasn't shocking. It was just dope and slick. Truman Show had me. I was all emotions, man. I was all emotion. I was Emotion Avenue, brother. Yeah,
that was a crazy movie. Boomerang is a classic. So many heavy hitters in that. So many classic people. Truman Show hit a little different. Obviously, they're two different watches. They both are going to get watched within a year for me. There's certain movies I watch within a year. But I'm going to give it to Truman Show on this one just because it was ahead of its time, especially now.
Yeah.
So, there we have it.
Yeah, so we're giving it to the
We
Truman
got
Show.
one. Again, one.
Yeah.
Going into round 2.
So you're going to round 2. You go first.
I go first? Oh, shit. All right. Let me pull up mine.
This is good, man. This is. I think this is going to be something we're going to continue doing. We're going to find something, some type of actor, comedian, singer, theater actor, something, and we're going to do our top 5s and as much as we can.
All right. Going into round 2.
Give us some ideas, too. Put some comparisons up and send them to us. DM us. You can DM me at my Instagram, my personal one.
Yeah, DM him. I got a wife.
Myndframe, the podcast on Instagram. All the information will be popped up right there. And at the end of the video, send us some shit. We'd love to debate it. We've probably seen it, and if we haven't, we'll still debate it just for the entertainment.
Or just, we might start doing a top 10 list. So give us top 10 things about film, top 10 TV wives, top 10 TV dads. You tell me.
I'm doing it.
So I'm going to bring it back around to my number 2, which is a 2-film. So that's why I have it at number 2, because it is 2 films. I saw this movie on my birthday. My mom took me and my friends at the time. I remember seeing the first movie with my dad, and I would just laugh when everybody else laughed. And that is Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey in his motherfucking bag, the Wachuchu.
Alrighty then.
It means white devil. Tommy Davidson has a cameo that's one of my favorites. Will gets his spears in the legs.
I seen that in theaters too.
That shit was hilarious.
My older brother and some other people.
So both those, Ace Ventura 1 is hilarious too. I just like Ace Ventura 2 because I actually saw it on my birthday. You have classic
So if you
Jim Carrey.
count both of them, then I'm going. I already won with Beverly Hills. No, we tied Beverly Hills Cop, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm adding Beverly Hills Cop 2.
All right, still a tie. It's all, I think you won that one anyway.
No, I won the first one.
All right, well,
Professor.
But I think Ace Ventura 1 and 2 equal out Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. But Beverly Hills Cop is better than Ace Ventura. So There you go. Either way, I got Ace Ventura, my round 2. Hilarious movie. I don't need to go into. It's funny. Classic lines. Even the cliffhanger parody in the beginning of Ace Ventura 2. You never would feel so hard for a raccoon dying, but...
Oh, man. I remember when I saw that, the cliffhanger movie for the first time? I've been going back watching retro movies, and I saw that scene. I'm like, oh, that's where he got it from.
Yeah.
Sad movie.
A lot of raccoons. That's what the ladies look like at the end of the night when they're fucking drunk and mascaras all everywhere, carne asada fries all over their blouses. But yeah, that's my number 2 is the Ace Venturas. Yeah. Preferably number 2, but I know number 1 is the higher.
I was gonna say number 2 is probably what I've played back more.
Yeah.
But I went back and watched number 1.
I'll still watch number 1.
Yeah, because still watch number 1. And Tone Loc was in there, so you gotta show love to Tone Loc.
See Bear and Jamal. All right, so what you got heading into round 2, homie? Is it going to be a knockout?
1999.
Okay, in the year 2000?
Right before the year 2000.
Cash Money Records for the 99-2000.
A great movie came out.
I see you had to refresh your computer, get your notes out. Okay.
No, I just exited out of there because it was porn. Life. Damn. Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, R.I.P. Bernie Mac, what was it?
Zhang Lang.
Abatunda.
Oba
Abatunda, the dude who he always plays like Barry Gordy in all those Motown movies.
Damn.
Guy Torry. The list goes on. Everybody. A great period piece / drama / comedy.
Still relatable today.
Social commentary.
Yep, still relatable today.
Damn, did this movie hit hard. The Upper Room with Jesus. Man, that movie's just so great. I didn't see it when it came out in 1999, unfortunately.
I did.
I seen it a little later, like 2002 or 3.
That's one of my favorite.
I loved it so much, I put it on when you had to get the phones and put your ringtones on them. I had that as my voicemail. And the church would call and hear that loud, motherfucker, Upper Room, that's what the fuck. And they were like, you got to turn that shit off. That is disrespectful, child. So I did, but I love Life. Movie was my shit, and I love Life.
That's one of my top 2 Eddie Murphys. God damn.
That's why it's my second one, motherfucker. It's my top 2, Eddie Murphy.
Damn.
All
right, so if we're being honest, my case I have for Ace Ventura is that they did 2 of them, but Life, they really didn't need to do 2, but I think...
Well, the story was so... This is the embodiment of a tragedy. Like what they all went through, and there was comical things in there, but it was so horrific, so sad, so unfortunate circumstance for them to spend their entire life in prison.
Yeah,
Two strangers have to get to know each other over the time of their life.
That's one of my favorites.
During the worst time.
I think
crazy.
Eddie.
So sad.
Everybody wanted to see Eddie and Martin in a movie together, both kind of on top of their games, or maybe coming to the end of both.
You had them, but it was an Eddie movie.
Yeah, that was both of them. It was funny. It was, damn, that's a good app.
Claude and Ray.
That I gotta say, that's
Claude and Ray.
I'm gonna go Life. That was just big when it came out. Now, cultural impact of Ace Ventura is dope too.
Ace Ventura was when that gave us Jim from Color Purple. I mean from Color Purple.
That was Jim Crow.
from In Living Color. Right off the porch, boom. Where we at? And he went there.
That's still one of the top Halloween costumes that you get. You see that all the time. So
and they helped raise me. So I mean, him and Robin Williams are one of the white shapeshifters that I love, and I call them shapeshifters because they've molded my childhood with all kind of different performances.
Damn, that's deep. Yeah, so as much as I love Ace Ventura, I'm gonna give it to Life. That was just two blockbuster
Bernie
people.
Mac giving us Jangle.
Bernie Mac was in it. Yeah.
Man, R.I.P.
Damn. That was just a classic. That was one of those timestamps of so many dope people in one movie together, and it's like you can't. That's like saying Boys to Men is whack. Like you just can't do it. So all right, damn. That was a heavy one. You know what?
No, he got the one.
Oh shit. All right, damn. So you start us off, or I start off?
Damn, we messed it up.
Well, since you went last, that means you gotta go first here.
Yeah,
I needed this.
I went. Yeah.
All right, shit, damn, Life. Well, I'm glad Life got out the way. I was worried about that one.
But it's not over.
So what you got for me, homie? You see he's typing it up, getting ready. He needs it. Cause my number one.
No, I was getting ready for another thing. I thought it was your turn until you said that's right. Cause last time you did. Okay.
A bleep. That's
but I just went first on number 2 when I did Live. No, you did. You did Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. I did both of them. It's
you're
your go.
You're right.
You up one. You can either put this away. You can either put this away or I come back for the tie.
So my number 1 favorite Eddie Murphy movie that gets the most playback when it comes on when I watch it.
Nah, shit.
At this moment, I like to give some honorable mentions.
Give honorable mentions. Those will be the tiebreakers. Those will be the tiebreakers. Say the honorable mention. Say the honorable mention.
Say the honorable mentions.
For in case it's a tie.
Okay.
So
my honorable mentions is Norbit.
No, I said do honorable mentions after if we need a tiebreaker. How you say okay, then you say the honorable mentions.
Cool, because Norbit wasn't that. I was trying to trick his ass anyway. My number 1 movie. You guys already know what it is. We're talking 1988. I was 1. And this movie still has an impact on me, even to this day.
Are you sure you're 1 yet? Did it come out in September or before September? You might not even been one.
Putting my birthday up on there like that. This nigga doing everything to win. Coming to America. Had its own soundtrack. It's my number 1 all-time favorite Eddie Murphy movie.
That's why I wore the shirt.
Starring Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones. Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go. Do I need to say anything else? That inspired... Shit, some of your favorite comedians inspired some of them. It inspired everything. Let's talk about all the cameos. You got Cuba Gooding Jr. in there in the barbershop. You got Eddie Murphy at his best playing all the performances, all his characters, like he always does. Arsenio Hall jumping in here, making other characters, other appearances. The barbershop character's hilarious. The overall plot and story is dope. Eddie Murphy coming from Africa. Coming from Zamunda.
The royal penis is clean.
Coming to Queens to find his queen.
Man, so that's your number 1, really?
What else? What else is better than Coming to America, brother?
You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up.
Let's hear what he got to say.
You know you fucked up. Now I'm just a little pissed off because earlier I said my favorite 1 and 2 Eddie Murphy's movies, 2 being Life. My number 1 was Harlem Nights. I don't know how the fuck that didn't make the list, but that worked out for me. But my number 1, let me pull my shit up so I can talk my shit. This is Jim Carrey in his most Jim Carrey bag.
He don't know about
PCS by Metro is giving me a hard motherfucking time right now. Come on, bitch, shit. What the fuck is going on? I need to get this. So my number 1 movie.
Duck 5 points off that.
I know. Shit, the phone fucking up. See, I can backtrack on here. There we go. My number 1 movie of Jim Carrey, and I know I'm drawing this on, is The Mask. Is my favorite Jim Carrey movie by far. Yes, there were sequels to it, just like there's going to be the Coming to America.
But that's going to be great.
The prequels... Yeah, that's going to be great. The prequels and the sequels to The Mask wasn't shit. I'm pissed off that the phone is not working. But we'll do the easy shit first. You got thicker Cameron Diaz. Not thick, because it's Cameron Diaz.
That's her debut. You
got her in the movie. You got a dude that probably if I was that age in the 90s, I'd be typecast. You know, homie, he was in let me see, fuck. I gotta pull it up. Terrell. Yeah, you got he was also in, what was that shit? He was in Training Day too. Dorian.
That's his real name?
Oh, his real name? No, his real name
is Peter Green.
Peter Green. That's probably who I play.
Irishman.
Yeah, and then what was the bad guy name? The super bad guy. Nico. Is that him? Yeah, Nico. He was a dope bad guy too.
Who?
The bad guy who the main bad guy before Dorian's boss.
Oh yeah, Nico. He was bad guy with
that slick
little ponytail, looking like what's his name? Steven Seagal's.
yeah, Cuban Steven Seagal. This was my favorite movie because you got to see Jim Carrey do impressions, do topical stuff at the time. He got to be everything and anything. You got to see him do dirty jokes. Spread your patois. You got to see him slapstick comedy, dancing. You'll be the freeze. I got a permit for that. I just love that movie. I had the Mask toys back in the day. That's another Halloween costume. If I had money, I would love to do. The reason why I would put Mask over Coming to America, even though Coming to America is great, I can't say anything negative about it, except that's not one I have to watch every year. The Mask, I have to watch The Mask multiple times every year. I even have an idea for a Mask show that we've talked about. I think Mask is by far Jim Carrey's best movie, and that's my final answer. Movie. And I'm sticking to it. But and I think they dropped the ball on sequels. If that movie was done now, it'd be a lot easier to get better sequels. So I got
and it has it's trending factor because it's based off of the folklore story of Loki, like the god of mischief, who's in the Marvel DC universe. Was very popular. I have nothing negative to say about The Mask.
Party because it
gave us so many phrases throughout the 90s.
So many quotables.
I
know I put the mic a lot.
Coming to America was 80s, and I was one. But the impact on that alone, growing up, I loved it. So it's hard to get rid of Coming to America because I still watch that to this day. Most of the times I'm quoting when I'm hanging out with family. There's only like 4 movies that gets quoted. Coming to America is in the top. That boy good. You must be crazy. That boy good. Comes out on a regular basis. But The Mask.
Come on now. Come on, Craig. It's The Mask, dog. It's The Mask. You're not. Hey, your black card will still be intact. I know that's the only reason you don't want to say Mask over Coming to America, because you're ashamed to be who you really are, which is a motherfucking film nerd. Yes, they know you love Coming to America, but God damn it, The Mask The Mask is the shit.
The Mask is the shit. The Mask is the shit. So what is it? It's a draw. 2 for me, 1 for you. 2 for me, 2 for you, and a draw. We see. No, it can't be 2 for me, 2 for you, and a draw.
That's 5. This is the 5th round.
What was your 2? No, it's been 2 draws. And then, it's been 2 draws, and then it's been a draw.
2 draws. That was like me, bitches back in college.
I won twice.
And I won twice.
And you won once.
There was a draw. We only had 1 draw. Damn, this is why we need a motherfucking person here.
Yeah, that's why we need a producer.
Let me see. Hold on.
On set.
I lost round 1. It was a draw for round 2. I won the Truman Show, didn't I?
Yeah, the Truman Show over Boomerang.
And then Ace Ventura was the draw.
I got Life.
A Life won, so that's 2. And then The Mask, so that's 2 and 1. I won the Truman Show, and I won The Mask, and you won the other 2, and there was a draw. Elementary, my dear.
Okay, no, but I didn't know. You just assumed I gave you The Mask. This nigga just assumed I gave you The Mask. I wasn't done giving my answer. You know what? Just so it's tied, so it remains tied, and we got to do a sudden death draw or something. I'm gonna
make sure my fucking phone is working.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's go ahead and give him The Mask.
You're not giving me The Mask. The Mask is The Mask.
I would love to have The Mask. I'll do some foul shit.
All right. Do we want to? Goddamn. Do we want to do their worst movie? Cause I didn't know.
Yes. Is it a sudden death? The worst movie?
No, we're just gonna do what was said person's worst movie, and whoever has the best worst movie, wins. So what you got? You want me to go first?
Pluto Nash. I didn't have to think. I just said that one.
Yeah, you didn't have to look that one
Pluto Nash.
Up. All right, my worst movie would have to be. Damn, he's got a lot of hitters now. I'm fucking with you. His worst movie.
There's not no movie that I don't fuck with from Jim.
Yeah, it's hard. You know what? One I just didn't like that much.
Don't you say it? You about to say it too? I know you are.
Oh, I didn't even say these motherfuckers. God damn it. I forgot about Riddler. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Cable Guy. I didn't like it that much.
I was not thinking that.
I didn't like Cable Guy. That was when I was younger. Maybe I gotta rewatch that one.
It doesn't. It still ages well. If you like smoke weed, it's silly, but it doesn't age as well. Liar isn't that good either. Damn, I just watched it for the first time. Second time.
So you want to get any honorable mentions out before we end this round? Because I think that was a pretty good round. We ended in a draw.
Yeah, we ended in a. Well, you thought Pluto Nash was way worse than what you was thinking, so.
I'll give it to you on the worst movies, but I think that was another good head-to-head.
Yeah.
That, my friends, our friends, was another film battle, Movie Madness.
Movie Madness versus Battle Breakdown.
And we did that. So, yeah. On to the next one. We are at the part of the show. It's new. We started it last week. This is called...
I really enjoyed it, though. And
so
I want to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's why we brought it back. Yeah. This is a nice little change of pace. But it's still all in the grand scheme of things. This is called Myndframe Reviews.
Myndframe Reviews.
We review TV shows, movies, food, etc. But we've been on a movie tip lately.
And we've been on more like women in Hollywood.
Women empowerment.
Women lead roles.
As much shit as we do talk, we also do show love. It's a nice balance. You are Libra.
Yeah, of course, man. I got to have balance. L gang, if you're a Libra, throw your L's up in the comments.
And so, so we are going to do Myndframe Reviews.
Whenever you see it.
We are going to start out with the good brother to the, I don't know what direction, across the table from me.
Your boy, Batman
what do you bring
himself.
into the game today, young king?
So, I'm going to go ahead and review the great HBO series, Watchmen.
Oh, that's a good one.
Starring Regina King, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. Such a great TV series written by, was it Damon Lindelof, the one who did the Lost series.
That's another great show.
It's an extenuation of the movie Watchmen. If you've seen the movie that came out in 2008, great movie. It's based in realism of what happened in actual historic events. Takes place 100 years before this, 1920 during the Tulsa massacre, the Black Wall Street massacre. And they don't shy away from giving you the facts and then mixing those facts and history facts and bringing it into this weird sci-fi twist and this weird almost neo-Nazi KKK trying to take over the world type shit.
That's going on.
There's like a beef between the cops and civilians. And there's also this threat to the world. It's just so crazy. I mean, you got Jeremy Irons in there. Just such a great TV series, man. It's
like movies. Every episode is a movie.
I think it's only like 10. I think it's like 8 episodes. I'm not even sure.
But it's all dope.
It takes you for a loop. I mean, it's so fast paced, action packed, shocking. It's scary. It hits you with so much facts and so much history, and really happened. They don't shy. Like I said, they don't shy away.
That's a dope way to learn, though, to be entertained.
Yeah. A lot of people for the first time are just now hearing about and that's just some of the facts about what happened over there in Oklahoma with what the white community did to a prospering whole black community. From banks to everything, movie theaters and what they did. Grocery stores. It was horrific. And how that still lingered from 1920 to 2019 is like the time jump. It's crazy series.
Well, hip hop always gets
very empowering. Regina King does her shit, whooping ass in there with her beautiful. She's getting beautiful the older she gets.
Yeah, she is. Definitely one of my favorite actors. But hip hop does get a bad rap. See what I did there? But one of the things I did learn from hip hop was Black Wall Street back in the day.
Yeah.
And the game.
Are you talking about from the game?
Yeah. But no, Regina King, she's you call her Miss Golden Globes. She has so many Golden Globes as of recently.
7. I'm sure she's gonna get something from this.
Have you seen American Crime?
American Crime. I've seen 2. I've seen 2 seasons. The first season was crazy.
Yeah.
And the first season when she was a Muslim and she was trying to help her brother.
And then there's the other season where her kid gets accused of rape or something. But he's gay.
That's season 2, and I'm like I only watched like 2 episodes.
And then season 3, was that the one where dealing with migrant workers or something like that? No, but Regina King, she's I wouldn't have even watched Watchmen honestly if she wasn't in it. She's that dope. But I was watching it, and it got pretty crazy, and I was like, whoa, I had to take a little break from it. I wasn't expecting a lot of things, but she definitely does her thing, and she's one of those talents that she's always been dope, but it's good to see her start getting recognized for all the dope. I say dope a lot, but that's truly what she is. She's funny, she's serious, she can do voice acting.
And the twist in this series is crazy. Just watch it. If you haven't seen it, if you ain't doing nothing in quarantine life, check it out. HBO Max, if you have HBO on cable, or if you know how to pirate it, or however you stream it,
do what you do.
Check that series out, man. It's very good. It's shocking. And Dr. Manhattan's in there. I won't tell you who or where he shows up or how, but he's in there, and he's dope too.
They had there's a Doomsday Clock comics that are out that are really dope too. That are Mr. It's like we're Dr. Manhattan and Superman. They kind of go at it. So that you got
who would that? That'd be a great brainstorm question. Who would win? I think I have a question that I've heard that I can go in there.
I might have to do my research on that again. But the comic looks dope. I heard about it online.
But dope.
Watchmen is dope. Watchmen, the movie, I remember seeing that. Like, this is just, I felt like that was another movie that was ahead of its time. And they really went for it in that. So, yeah, that's a great pick. So, is that all you got for Watchmen?
Yeah. Check it out.
So, I'm coming back to what I did last week. I'm giving you good either date night or you and the wife, you and the girlfriend, you and the significant other, whatever it may be. Got to watch a movie. But you want to watch something that you both want to watch. This movie I'm about to name right now, I've been looking for this type of movie because I've seen memes about how come there's not black movies that are like this. How come they all have to be about negative things, which they don't. It was a stupid meme. But I knew what they were coming from. And this movie I'm talking about is called The Weeknd. It is from 2018. Basically, you have a woman who's a comedian, broke up with a boyfriend, who's her friend now. They go on a trip. The guy brings his girlfriend, his now girlfriend. A whole bunch of shit happens. But yeah, it's Sasheer Zamata. She looks like a cute Grinch. If you see the facial feature.
Hey, she do.
She do.
I think she's African descent too. She's very beautiful.
Then you have DeWanda Wise. She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
She's the girl with the big head but the really pretty eyes.
Yeah.
When you look at her at a couple different angles, it's like, but other angles she looks fucking gorgeous. Then you got Kim.
Like one of them beluga whales in the forehead.
She got. It's just certain angles. It's just like, goddamn. Like she looks like an Egyptian goddess and queen, and the other one she looks like, I don't know. It's a little rough around the edges. See what I did there? Rough around the edges. And then you got homie from Insecure. What is it? Yalan Noel?
The producer, the music producer. Dude.
Yeah, he's got the Cliff Steele jaw from Patrol. He got that. He got that. And then
big ass Quagmire.
Auntie Sugar's in it. Is it Kim Whitley?
Yeah,
Kim Whitley. She's in it. One of the things about this movie that I really love about the movie, besides the overall story, it's kind of like it's like the Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl meets Masters of None meets Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Yeah. You kind of have all these battles going on, but I know we keep talking about it because I think the movie Joker actually got me into paying attention to scores. But the score in this movie is what I love in an indie rom-com. That's what it is. It's an indie rom-com. It's a good watch. It's not boring. You're going to like it. It's going to make you think. You might see yourselves or see people you know. It's just a dope-ass movie. I'm glad I watched it. I know it's been out for a while. I know you started it. And this is another one I think if you play it for the wife or significant other, or shit, if they pick it for you, don't shy away from it. I'm trying to be more open-minded with rom-coms, and this is one that's definitely changing my mind on the genre.
Yeah, when I just happened, it's on Hulu. I just happened to stumble upon it, and I seen Sasheer Zamata, and I know from Saturday Night Live, and I thought I'd watch it, and it was kind of slow for me at first. I'm like, this is mundane, but then when I kept watching it before, I got busy and passed out, I think. But it has that same Judd Apatow feel, like
yes.
Yeah, like if you've seen the show Love on Netflix, it has that same type of mundane, like funny people-ish. Like
very relatable too.
Yeah.
But
it's dope. It's a dope depiction of black humor and black relationships,
and relationships in general. You have, maybe fiancés, maybe not best friend, exes, mom, dad issues, all that new love, taking risks. So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, you'll enjoy it. And that's my review for this week. Yeah. So two dope movies with black leads
and TV series starring predominantly black
women.
This
is us trying to switch it up, giving something not typically we wouldn't give light to, but maybe mainstream media isn't. So shit, we might as well do it. Those are our picks.
Right.
And did you want to take a break or keep going?
No, we can keep going. I think you guys should check out those reviews, those movies and TV series if you haven't, or if you are interested or curious. Yeah. Hopefully our input on that give you makes you want to, or if not, oh well.
I don't know. Good. I don't know if The Weeknd is on Hulu anymore. I believe it's on Amazon Prime now. I think when it first came out, it might have been on Hulu. So if you're searching for it,
good.
So this is the ending part of the show.
Yeah.
This is something that we think about, not think about, or pops in our mind, or something we've been wanting to get out, and this is called
talk it through.
Yeah, it was previously Random Thought, but it's What's on Your Mind. Yeah. MYND. And this week, I know you've had a couple things to choose from. It was hard for you.
The most thing is the shockingness that I seen with Terry Crews and his tweet. It must have been a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Him saying putting the Coon acronym. I don't know if y'all seen that. So I'll just read this little part. It said, after months of fighting Uncle Tom sentiments, actor Terry Crews is back in hot water with the black community after a controversial tweet. I don't have Twitter, so I didn't know this. I just seen this later on the internet, in which the white girl's actor says Coon is an acronym for Conquer Our Own Negativity, and he posted this. And what's been on my mind is, why is Terry Crews trying to champion this, embrace being this hero of Coon? Like, he's trying to become like the superhero Coon of Hollywood. Like, he's trying to embrace it, and this is not good for him. And I used to fuck with Terry Crews tough. You know, yeah. I mean, what was that shit? Everybody Hates Chris.
That's one of my favorite.
I was an extra in a movie with Terry Crews called Middleman. It was filmed out here in Arizona, also starring Terry, John Ribisi and Luke Wilson. It's a great
I remember Terry Crews in Battle Dome. That was like off-brand Gladiators.
Yeah. And then I can't speak too much on it because I haven't been following it. Because like I said, I was a Terry Crews fan, and I still like Terry Crews and things, except for the newest movie he just made, which was if this is where he's going for the Coon, then he's aiming at the right target with the goddamn John Henry.
I think he's just trying really hard to tap dance for white folks, which he doesn't have to do.
He didn't seem that way. When I met him, he seemed pretty cool and sure and confident in his blackness. And
he's been going harder trying to debunk or refute what black people are trying to do. He's going harder against black people than he is going against the person that grabbed his dick a long time ago. Like, he didn't swing on it. He waited for years. But as soon as something comes out and black people are trying to say this, he wants to, no, but what about this? Like,
yeah,
I just saw the meme.
I think in his mind frame, he thinks the black community is pushing against it, pushing away from him. And so now, like, the more he kept trying to fight, the more they push. So I think now he thinks, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and embrace this. Some people get it in the black community, but majority of the white people love it. And they still keep giving me work. And
yeah, he's worried about
all money ain't good money, TC. All money ain't good money.
I just think he's, I don't know if he's trying to be clickbait or go viral. I think he's trying to be Kanye or some shit. And, Kanye... I mean,
dude's from Flint, Michigan. He ain't no sucker. This is some sucker shit I think he's doing.
We expect better.
Even if his intentions are well and we can see what the message is, this is not the time nor the place to try to make those statements. We need to all be on board with the same thing right now to progress, to get things moving forward. We can't throw people... we can't do this little buffoonery shit and just knock us back and have people just putting their attention to something else when that's not the goal. So come on, Terry Crews, get on board, man.
Yeah, I think Terry Crews he's floating around that all lives matter talk where what he's saying is just it's a reaction to whatever other people are saying instead of being proactive. Because if this was the case, Terry, you've been famous for a long time. You could have brought this shit up a long time ago. But now it seems that, y'all know if you just want to be different. Again, Kanye West, say what you want about him, but he's crazy.
And you're just too strong to be this angry. Like, we want to hurt you, but we low-key kind of scared, like, as to how.
No, no one's scared. It's just like with Kanye West. He's a wordsmith. He's a rapper, but he's just having a horrible putting words together. He's not doing a good job. Terry, I think you need to sit back a little bit. Yeah. Think about what you say. There's comedians that before they send shit that might be kind of sexist, they might send it to a woman, or if it's about black people, send it to a black person.
Filter.
I think he needs to send this shit out to a couple people, like, hey, should I write this? And then if they're like, okay, yeah, we see where you're coming from, but then put it out. But right now, he's just looking crazy.
Work out, watch your porn, and then look at it. See if you still want to post it. And if you do,
Yeah, just we expect more from you, Terry. Come on, you were America's dad. He was America's dad for a couple summers.
Yeah, he was Mr. Cheap, man. We respected him. We don't respect this.
Yeah, that's some bitch shit.
And I'm not no activist, nor do I claim to be. I'm just a man who knows I'm black, and I'm happy and I'm comfortable with it, and I just love entertainment. And Terry Crews, I obviously, you know what I mean. I worked on a movie with you. I met you. We talked over a Rice Krispie treat. It was dope. But damn, maybe that was the Rice Krispie treat is white.
It's white on white.
And he fought me over it. I never thought about that.
Fighting you over
it's in the Rice Krispie treat. The white man.
Preach, church. All right, so that's what you got for what's on your mind?
Yeah, man, that just hit my mind. That threw me for a loop, and I would like to see Terry do better than that.
Yeah, and I think this is a good side people get to see of you. They get to see the woke dealer part of your persona because you're one of the funniest people I know, and there you go. But that's a good, yeah, you're saying it. Get it out there. Let people see that side of you. So, Terry, quit fucking up. Man, I got two things. I don't know. One is I can talk about prostitution is one.
Damn. Hey, longest living profession.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do that.
Talk about it. You know what I mean?
I was going to talk about something more serious.
If she's willing.
I was going to talk about men. Quit letting women dictate when you can see your children. I studied a lot right there. Don't let the women be excuse for you to be a bad dad because you are great dads. Don't let them fuck you up. But I'll go into prostitution right now.
That's deep.
All right. So prostitution. I had a conversation with a coworker of mine a long time ago, and this wasn't about prostituting, but it was pretty much, women will do all this shit. Women will think, oh, hey, he's going to get us a bottle and a refill on a hookah, and they fuck a dude, and that's all they get. And they got, or they're just
that's all I got for him.
At least you give it.
Some dick.
Or you're just, fucking and not getting anything in return. And I told this young woman, I said, don't fuck for free. Charge a fee. Shit.
Or fuck tea.
There you go. You know where he be. Yada I mean. So that's it.
Black tea.
I think nowadays women are, it's more of a women's movement, not, as it should be, and comfortable with their bodies and protecting sex workers. Because I've seen prostitution and racism in certain parts.
Damn, you got to explain that.
So
you seen a racist prostitute or a prostitute?
I've seen a prostitute take a man
racism.
that I know was racist and switch him up. So I'll tell you. So
okay, yeah, that's interesting.
There's a strip club.
That's called a domino effect.
There's a strip club on Thomas and 44th Street or 44th Street. You know what's that? I'm not gonna say the name, but I seen a truck come out of there and it had a Confederate flag. This is a true story. I'm not making up. I know sometimes I'll go off for a joke. But I had went to get something. And I just noticed this truck because it was a big truck, had a Confederate flag sticker.
Damn.
So then I go. I'm in the Fry's, the Target area. I'm at Target. I see that same truck pulls up. White guy, fucking camouflage shorts, tank top. 2 young black women on each side. They're going into Target.
Shit.
They're saying, they're letting them know, hey, we're gonna get this. And I know that dude right there. Before this, I could tell by the flag, the shorts, and the back of his heels that he was racist in his day.
Dude's from Alabama for sure.
But those black queens flipped the script, and I know that's also, besides ending racism, I know it's saving marriages because I know when Teddy goes back to the wifey that he's in a little better mood. So,
yeah. But that's crazy because what if it was deeper than that? Like what if that white dude was like low key grabbing these black women and trying to sell them, like doing like what they've been doing. Well, selling sex rings and shit, selling our women. Well, it's just crazy.
There was 2 of them. There was 2 of them.
They dress up like black folks and then start robbing people.
That's what they say goes on in Chicago somewhere, but I haven't seen it. But
that shout out to them black queens doing what they got to do to get their money.
Exactly.
And shout out to that white man for trying to get his rocks off. He like what he like at the end of the day. He like black women, man.
Another thing,
don't be ashamed of
people can be like, well, what's so hard about being a prostitute? That's easy. I could go sell my. A lot of you bitches couldn't sell your pussy. You throw your pussy at a lot of people and they still don't want it.
Splat.
But it falls right off like flubber. But they want to say, oh, well, I have a job, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, call centers are tough, but, it's also tough for a bitch to ride a dick in the back of like an 03 Monte Carlo. That's not a 4-door. That's a 2-door.
Yeah,
and to be able to make a man nut in that is...
Yeah, with no tent.
And like you said, it's one of the oldest, professions. women start a union. I know there's some dark sides to prostitution with human trafficking, but with the internet and everything nowadays, shit like that can change.
There's that OnlyFans. That's all. Only fucks.
Yeah,
that's all it really is. People's on there. I can't even get used to that shit. Like, it's so new to me. Like, hearing people just talking and smacking and rubbing a little nipple on the camera, like, and they paying dollars. Boom, cash app.
Well, not even fans only. Like, you see some of these girls' social media pictures. I remember you used to get sent those pictures, like them freaky pictures. Now bitches just have that up for everybody to see. It's like, bitch, you got kids and, like, be smooth. Like, leave something to the imagination.
You got full-on bills and responsibility out here with dressed like that. You in your 30s.
Yeah, and I had this thing, I said, well, strippers.
Thirst trapping. You ain't 30. That's thirst trapping.
Strippers back in the day used to work 2 cities over. I said they used to keep their anonymity like Batman. Yeah. And now it's like Iron Man. These bitches all let you know I pop his pussy for $40.
I am Tony Tony with the eye. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so that's it. And fellas, I might be, hating on your game, but you can spend a little more than $40. Some of these bitches are worth it.
Put value in the women you want to sleep with.
And women, just because you got more
and
miles.
And women, value yourself.
Yeah, just because you got more miles.
Except for when it comes to
Caprice,
me, lower that rate.
That don't mean nothing. Shit, you can get a whole new pussy nowadays. They got pussy rejuvenation.
Yeah, you can go buy a pussy for like $19.95 at them sex stores.
No, I'm talking about like real women. So run the miles up. And then when you get to that 100,000,
like the vinegar shit, or is it like an actual potion?
I don't know how to make it.
Ain't nothing but Luster's pink oil, pink lotion. They just put in there right there, and that shit. A little bit of onion powder.
I think they kind of just give it like a taper. They give the pussy a taper a little bit.
They just do this to it. They just massage like you doing cheeks.
Yeah. Just throw a lot of lotion on that bitch.
Yeah. And then they tie that shit around her. They tie the lips up.
It look like the end of a balloon. And they pretty much it's like a Rottweiler tail. I think they just trim it off.
That's all they do. That's all they do. Put a hose in that bitch, tie it up.
Crop the ears like pitbull pussy. Pitbull ears. So yeah, that's my thing is prostitution. There's a lot of things to hate on.
So are you for prostitution?
Yeah, I mean I don't.
You're for people. You're for get your money.
Well, elite prostitutes sometimes are their own boss. Usually, I know it's not the case. They can work whatever hours they want. Yeah. As long as everybody's safe about it.
I know a lot of women pimps. Women pimps are pretty powerful in the game. They be doing that shit. Some of these women pimps running enterprises on the internet, man.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
I got some stories about that, but that might be for another day. But yeah, the internet's opened it up. Again, I know that, not hating on any pimps, but some of them get out of pocket and, they just fucking up the game up for everybody. But, But a lot, there's a lot of pimps out there that got the game right, and some of the women understand you building an empire, you building a company, and it's not easy. But then again, there's women that know how to do that themselves, and I might even know a couple, and good for them. They ain't no worse than someone working at QT. Shit,
even if she's a QT.
There you go with a booty.
Ooh,
so yeah, that's what's on my mind. Nothing. And again, what I said kind of before, fellas. I know when it comes to the whole baby mama issue, just don't let her be an excuse for why she can call you a bad father. Try, fight for your kids like I know you're doing. I know it ain't easy. I know it's different from prostitution to this, but that's something that's been on my mind too. Yeah.
I'm not a dad, so I'm on there all for the prostitution thing.
Oh, but we do know great dad. Your brothers are great. Your brothers.
Oh yeah, everybody in my vicinity that have kids are great fathers.
I don't hang out with it. I don't hang out with it.
It actually is inspiring for me. Like the fear of that is fading away. I see such great fathers from all my brothers to friends, cousins, close friends. Like it's just you see that like we're on our shit, and you see what's going on with these marches. Like this young generation, they're on their shit. Like people are on. I'm proud to see some of our people coming up in my era and seeing what we're doing, man. Yeah. And seeing how we're changing the narrative of what it's like to be a man, or like all that shit. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah.
So I'm gonna dedicate this podcast to this episode to the fathers out there.
Nice. There you go. I'm gonna dedicate this to all the prostitutes out there.
Yin and yang. All right, so that's been Myndframe the podcast. You want to any last words?
No, I think I'm trying to wrap it up. I need to get some rest before work. But thank you guys for following us, and all y'all who's watched our previous episodes. We really do appreciate it, man. We're trying our hardest. We're trying to drop these every week. I'm going to be dropping every Wednesday for you guys. And this is what it's going to be, Myndframe the podcast. I'm your host, Tim Martin.
And I'm Bronson Lugo.
And we'll check with y'all next week.
Deuces. No gang truces.
Boom.